Well, E3 is over. If you're listening to this right now, and that means it's back to the regular old news.
Regular programming.
Show's over. You can all start your rampant speculation about the games and the games we saw, which were definitely games.
Mostly.
And now on to what we've been playing. So, before E3 started and after it ended, I have been playing Hyrule Warriors all the time on my Switch. And I believe you're happy about it.
Absolutely. I think it's really crazy that Dynasty Warriors 9 ended up being so bad. Because Hyrule Warriors is amazing. It's Dynasty Warriors reskinned with Zelda characters, but you can never be upset about that.
It was my first Dynasty Warriors game period, so I did get introduced to the way it's played. And, well, okay, I get it. At first I thought, wow, this is easy, and then I realized I pretty much have to do everything for these people.
Yes, especially when you play on harder difficulties. I don't know how it is in Hyrule specifically, but classic Dynasty Warriors, when you play on harder difficulties, your assisting officers don't get smarter. So you spend a lot of time babysitting.
Gotta babysit your captains, or they will die.
Which is probably the only real qualm I've ever had with the game, was I don't want to have to babysit so often. But it also adds another element of challenge, especially when you're chasing after the ultimate weapons.
And it's but your friends are in danger.
Yeah, so exactly. It's you could do that, or you could then let your friend die, or you can go save them. And I thought that was really, really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't expect that level of strategy to be involved. And when I did, I was pleasantly surprised.
In a button mashing game,
yeah, I know it is, very button mashy. But man, the combos you learn and the weapons you use are amazing.
Yes, they are.
Everyone does feel different. It's not just one person's the sword person and another person has the hammers. No, they are elaborate weapons. I remember playing as Zelda herself. She had a rapier, and Sheik had a harp. But she also punched people. I mean, he punched people because we're not supposed to know who Sheik is, right? That was the funniest moment of my life. They do that in Dynasty. In Hyrule Warriors, they do this. Oh man, that can't be the real Zelda, because I'm the real Zelda. Oh my god, you mean Sheik was Zelda the whole time? Totally shocked by this.
That's funny. So because it's a reskin Dynasty Warriors, the big draw for people who've never played a Dynasty Warriors game is essentially the fanfare, right? So are you a fan enough of Zelda to understand, to feel like this game is definitely doing justice for the fans?
It is, but I'm not a big fan. Not that I dislike the games, I just didn't play enough.
Okay.
I played mostly the Game Boy Zeldas, and those were all amazing.
Me too, and I played them at a time in my life where it was too complicated to play those type of games.
It was tough, but I think it was my Link's Awakening was my first real experience in an expansive, open game the way it was. So, and I was just experiencing this on my handheld device. Wow. So this can be done on this little handheld, all this big adventure. I was a big fan. Still think it's the best. And actually it does show up in Hyrule's, because this is the definitive edition, and this one features all the DLC, including an adventure mode, where there's a turn-based element where you navigate a character on a map that's based on all of the games. One of them was based on Link's Awakening, but it was one of the hardest ones. I died as soon as I tried it.
Wow.
Yeah. I wasn't that far into it, though. I just didn't know what it was, and I was oh, here's one from Link's Awakening, and I'm dead.
Yeah, I really enjoy playing all the different Warriors variations. So, I've played Gundam Warriors, I played the Fist of the North Star, I've done Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, the One Piece one. There's been so many iterations, and each time I just feel like the gameplay is simple enough that it takes a lot to master it. And I think that's what really draws me into it is there's an expansive amount of characters. So like a standard Dynasty Warriors game probably has like 40 or so characters. Hyrule Warriors, what did they cap out at?
Let's see. I think it's about, well, it's more than a dozen. I could count. But there's quite a few. I think 20.
20? Okay. That's not, but that's great because like it's all really based again on the series itself. So if the series is the type of game that has only 20 memorable or 20 like primary characters that should be acknowledged. Or
there was also
that it makes sense
originals
to put in. Oh, and they add the originals. Nice.
Yeah. At least I think so. I don't believe.
You haven't played enough Zelda to know.
Yeah, I know. Big
Fact
gamer
check.
boy alert.
So what are you feeling on Hyrule Warriors overall?
I like it. I am getting sick of it, and I haven't even finished nearly all of it because there's just so much content in this one game. So if you want something that's going to keep you entertained for hours and you like the kind of combat, you could be playing it for a very long time.
And that's one of the things that gets me with Dynasty Warriors is that I will literally play the Dynasty Warriors game all year because there's so much to do. I'm not going to do it all in one sitting, but every time I step into it, it doesn't feel like I'm behind playing. It feels like I'm going on my own adventures at my own pace. While like God of War, I haven't finished it yet, so I feel like I'm behind, and that kind of like takes away from the fun of the game just a tiny bit. But I think Dynasty Warriors is a game series everyone should try. Just don't play 9.
Yeah, no, 9 is
atrocious.
Even I could tell, like, just seeing what it looked like and playing what I play, it's like, no, that's not going to be a real game.
Now, I can't imagine middle school me when I first started playing Dynasty Warriors 3, and 3 Extreme Legends. I could not imagine that I'd ever live to see the day where so many properties have been licensed to be a Warriors game. What do you think is coming next? What's the next Warriors iteration we get?
I already did this joke, but American Warriors.
American Warriors.
So, like, you fight
on
all
the characters from Call of Duty and Battlefield?
No, you're like George Washington and just Benjamin Franklin running around with swords and just, like, slashing people up.
That would be absurd.
It's a free idea. Go for it. You get it said that romance of the how many? I don't know how many kingdoms there are that are supposed to be romance.
Oh, romance of the 3 kingdoms.
5,
3,
7 kingdoms.
Too many kingdoms.
Too many kingdoms.
I think a fun one that I would really enjoy would be like an Avengers Warriors.
Yeah, they have enough for that. Avengers Warriors.
Avengers, like, or like a Marvel property Warriors.
Yeah, just Marvel Warriors might be.
That would be absurd, dude. The X-Men, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
That'd be a lot. I don't know if they would do the MCU or just do the comics. Really the comics, because then they would get to do the X-Men characters.
Exactly, they would have to do the comics. That would be absurd. But yeah, I mean, every Warriors game for the most part is great. We do have some of them that were kind of trash, but for the most part, the Warriors games are amazing, and I think everyone should try them. And I think based on Chet's experience, he would agree.
I would check out more. I'm officially interested in more titles. If I can find a few older ones that are not 9, I'll check them out. I have Warriors Orochi 3 on my Xbox.
Warriors Orochi 3 is great. It just isn't. It's not translated, so you have to read the subtitles.
I already don't read the subtitles because there's barely any voice acting at all in Hyrule Warriors. That's the worst part. Yeah, it's just a lot of text and a few voices. So a lot of the times I don't know what I'm doing around. I have to really pay attention to the map and to the chat icons, and that's my gripe is there was so few voice acting that I had to look down in my corner while I was fighting, and then at the map, and then at the bottom.
And if you miss something, especially with like secret weapons and stuff like that, like that's all time based and time sensitive.
Yeah, they had the golden skull chillas for those. And I just wasn't able to get them. This was Hard Mode Gamers. I'm Vega. Chet. And we think you should play more Warriors games, just not Dynasty Warriors 9. Don't play Dynasty Warriors 9. Sorry, the Hyrule Warriors. The Hyrule Warriors. Peace out, guys. Peace. Hey, this is Chet from Hard Mode Gamers talking right to you. If you got this far into the video, thank you for watching, and please consider liking and subscribing on this channel here. We have a lot more footage to show you of all of our E3 reactions and shenanigans, so stay tuned. Also, we actually reply to people in the comments section, so if you want to talk to us, feel free. We'll talk to you. Thanks.